for another video. I just recorded earlier today. However, at the end of that recording, I received a very special transmission or message that my guides would like me to communicate to you all. All right, it's a very interesting message, and I must say, trigger warning, animal abuse, human abuse. So yeah, just a trigger warning out there. This message is about Trump and Obama. Okay. So the reason why I was given this message is because Trump has been pestering the shit out of me. He's been throwing spiritual attacks at me, all right, and other people, like chosen people or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, he's definitely in a cult where, they siphon energy from human resources, right? So the first message that I got about both Trump and Obama, I got first they combined their name. That's the transmission I got. I got Trump Hussein Obama, and I was like, that's weird. Are they the same person? Like, what's going on? They're not the same person, but they are both extraterrestrials, and they're not the extraterrestrials that, let's say, like, are in human suits, right? Because we're all extraterrestrials in human suits, those who have a soul, right? But they haven't gone through the process of like birth through a human to be able to live inside an avatar or a meat suit. They haven't gone through that process. They're like in their pure extraterrestrial form, and they're shape-shifting into human forms. Okay, just to reiterate, they are not playing the game of life the proper way, to where you are born into a meat suit, into an avatar, and you're playing a character on this planet. No, they are actual extraterrestrials who have infiltrated and are puppeteering, right, human community and connections in society, right? They're at the highest form of government. So they are both extraterrestrial shapeshifters who look human, but in actuality, they are extraterrestrial. So this is a big foul on the play. Okay, they're not supposed to be interfering in human affairs this deeply, like this, to where they are shape-shifting into humans, and they're influencing us through legislation and laws and things like that. Like, that's not supposed to be happening. So they're in big ass trouble. This is like what is the galactic, like, there's some type of galactic police force. I just heard police task force, or a galactic police task force, that is, like, they're going to be going to galactic jail. I just heard, I was going to say court, like they're going to be going to court, but I guess they're going to jail. So they're going to be, they're in trouble. They're going to be captured at some point. However, I'm transmitting this message, right? So I'm picking up that they're extraterrestrials, and they are both on similar size. Like, they both are, I don't think that they're the same species, but they are working together in order to control the human population, right? And oh my god, okay, trigger warning. I'm giving y'all trigger warning. So Trump likes to penetrate animals, all right, specifically goats. Okay, so he likes to be with animals. And I got a visual of it too, so yeah. That's definitely something I did not want to hear, but or see. But so the man is disgusting. And I also picked up that the extraterrestrial that's parading around as Trump, the President Trump, he actually unalived the extraterrestrial that's parading around as former President Obama, and he did that by using a sword. He took a sword and he stabbed it through former President Obama's chest, right? So he unalived that extraterrestrial. So whoever is now playing the character of or shapeshifting into former President Obama is not the original extraterrestrial, because that extraterrestrial was unalived by the extraterrestrial that's parading around as Trump. Okay, hope you follow me, right? So they are, so Trump and Obama are race baiting. That's their strategy to keep humankind distracted. They are race baiters, all right? And a lot of the presidents are, but they really believe in that strategy. And both of them, their terms, like President Obama, his term was definitely about distracting us via race, and so is Trump's term, right? So we're going to see a lot of race baiting, and the point of this is to just let y'all know, do not fall for it, all right? Do not fall for the what is it called, divide and conquer based off of race, especially type of rhetoric that's going on. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse, and they're really ramping up to really push this type of narrative, and it's going to be really incognito. It's going to be under the radar, but there's going to be a lot of symbolism and talk and rhetoric narrative around race relations and how we as a society are able to interact or coexist together as different races of people. We're not really different races, but we're all human. But there's just going to be an emphasis on the differences between us as humans versus our similarities, which is meant to cause a rift in our communities, in our society as a whole. Okay, so I'm just receiving like, don't fall for this, don't go with it. And if you're somebody who's in power and you're being told to push a certain narrative, a certain rhetoric to the public, there's gonna be, I'm picking up that there are very specific there's a lot of eyes on you right now in terms of the extraterrestrial community. They're watching very closely to see who is going to take whatever is being offered in order to puppeteer or manipulate the rest of the population. Because as people, as figures, as influencers, all right, whatever, if you're a celebrity, if you're an influencer, if you're an athlete, whoever, you have influence. Somebody who's watching me has influence on the population, and you will be approached to push this narrative, like I said, that is going to divide the human population via race by highlighting our differences. And if you intentionally or unintentionally aid this agenda, then there will be consequences. There will be consequences, and you are being closely watched. You're being very closely watched. All right, so this is just a warning message to especially the people out there who have influence. I feel like this is mostly for y'all to be aware of what's going on, and that also you will be very much so protected if you choose to oppose it. All right, if you choose to stand on business and take a leap of faith and oppose what you're being forced to, you won't necessarily be forced to do it, but they're gonna dangle money in your face. They're going to tell you that you're risking your career and opportunities and stuff if you don't go along with this rhetoric, right? So if you take a leap of faith and you choose love over conquering, or over some petty shit like money or whatever, then you will be rewarded. If you choose the opposite side, then there are consequences that you will be having to face as well. So that message is for y'all. So choose wisely. What I'm picking up is there's no straggling the line. There's no straggling the fence anymore. It's like there's going to be a clear divide, and you're going to have to stand where you stand, right? Like there's going to be a clear divide, and it's either going to be black or it's going to be white. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not speaking about race, but I'm talking about in terms of the side that you're on. Are you going to stand on the side of these infiltrators who are benefiting off of our suffering as humans, or are you standing with the humans and standing for what's right, basically? You know, so despite whatever's being offered to you or whatever they're threatening to take away from you, okay, you are being closely watched from the side that actually has the power to really punish you, because the you know the Trump, like Trump and Obama, they won't be able to touch you if you're on the right side. You get what I'm saying? So they can pretend, they can scare you, they can bluff, they can call, but you have to call their bluff. You know what I'm saying? So it will take courage from you on your part to be able to stand on the right side. All right. So your morals will be tested, your boundaries will be tested, and yeah, it's up to you. Good luck. Good luck. I hope you choose correctly, because the best thing that I could have done in my life was go the path of the straight and narrow, which is not straight at all. It's like really windy and up and down, but it's the best thing I could have ever chose to do in my life. So if that makes any difference to you. All right, I love you all so very much. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.